Does Disney inflate standby wait times? Seems like they would if they want to sell Genie Plus. Luckily, there's a way to find out for sure. I've done the work and have the results. We'll find out next. Fresh Baked. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Fresh Baked. You know, something that I've been hearing for just about as long as I've been reporting on Disney parks is that standby wait times are pretty much never right. Some even go so far as to say that Disney artificially inflates those wait times, making them look like the wait is longer than it actually is. Why would they do this? Well, the most basic answer would be to dissuade guests from getting into the standby queue, or these days, to sell Genie Plus. I wanted to know for sure, so I did what I do best, and I went to a bunch of attractions and I timed the waits. Sometimes I got into the actual queue, sometimes I just stood there and watched, timing guests as they went through the queue. I've got the data, let's find out. Space Mountain first, where the posted wait time during this particular visit was 130 minutes, 2 hours and 10 minutes. I got in that queue, and I waited a long time. It's kind of excruciating. But when I finally got to my rocket ship, 1 hour and 14 minutes. A long time to wait, to be sure, but almost a solid hour shorter than the posted wait time. We'll get back to this one in a minute, but for now, let's go over to Buzz Lightyear. Posted wait time was 35 minutes. Got in the queue at 11:19 a.m., and it was a definite slog. Didn't go quick. In fact, I thought we'd be well over the 35-minute wait time while waiting. But we were in our vehicle at 11:59, or 40 minutes later. So not only was it not shorter, it was 5 minutes longer than the posted wait time. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that that was accurate. Let's stay in Tomorrowland and go to Autopia next, where the posted wait time was 25 minutes. Got in that queue at 4:25, and I was in my car at 4:54. That's 29 minutes, again over the posted wait time. We'll finish Tomorrowland with Star Tours, where the posted wait time was 30 minutes. Got in the queue at 2:45, and we are in our seat at 3:09. That's 24 minutes, 6 minutes under the posted wait time. Though under the posted wait time, I would still consider this one accurate for the most part. It's not grossly under the posted wait time so as to misrepresent what the actual wait time is. I would say anything plus or minus 5 minutes would be considered accurate. You guys remember our Matterhorn visit? Posted wait time of 85 minutes or 1 hour and 25 minutes. I did not get in this queue, but I did clock it. Back of the line when I observed it was at 1:27 p.m. And they got to their bobsled at about 2:50 p.m. That's 83 minutes or 1 hour and 23 minutes. Almost exactly on the 85-minute posted wait time. Smuggler's Run, posted wait time was 60 minutes. We saw nobody get in the standby queue for a solid 5 minutes. Got in the queue myself at 5:03, saw Hondo at 5:51, and we were in the Holo chest room at 5:57, 54 minutes or just under the posted 60. Goofy Sky School, just the other night, had a posted wait time of 65 minutes. Back of the line when I observed it was in their vehicle in 47 minutes. Under what was posted, but not grossly so. Again, not so much so that you would say it misrepresented what the actual wait time was. Finally, on this same night, I measured Monsters, Inc., posted wait time of 60 minutes. Back of the line was in their vehicle in approximately 50 minutes. And at this point, I think I can say I've seen enough. Does Disney artificially inflate wait times? No, I don't think that they do. Are they always accurate? No. But they're actually quite a bit more accurate than I would have given them credit for based on just casual observations over the course of history, through my many visits to the park. So then what about that theory that Disney would artificially inflate wait times in order to sell more Genie Plus? It's a damn fine theory, and one that I probably would have believed before I had started this project. In fact, I'm kind of shocked that they don't. But I do have a theory, a Disneyland theory, on why they don't inflate standby wait times. Because they don't have to. Lightning Lane does a bang-up job already, all by itself, of killing standby wait times. This is Disney's doing, though, before we start thinking about giving them a pass on the wait time thing. They aren't artificially inflating wait times, but they are doing it through the management of their Lightning Lane and standby system. Lightning Lane guests are getting all the priority, probably as they should be, or at least that's how I'd feel if I had purchased Genie Plus myself. If I paid for front-of-the-line access, you can bet I would expect to get front-of-the-line access at some point. Not sure what the acceptable number is, depends on the attraction, I guess, but anything more than maybe 10 minutes, and I'm guessing a lot of guests are going to be looking sideways at cast members managing the queues. And again, this is by design. You may recall in a video we did a long time ago when Genie Plus was first announced. And in that video, I said that Disney is going to be doing their best to make standby queues look as diabolical as possible, to look as bad as possible. I thought they might do it by increasing capacity. More guests, more sales of Genie Plus, more sales of Lightning Lane, thus, in priority being given to Lightning Lane, that would increase the standby wait times naturally. But it appears they're doing just fine with the capacity levels as they are, and they do this simply by giving all of the priority to Lightning Lane guests, something else that we predicted. So what then about the inaccurate wait times? Why are they often so wrong? And this goes back to the before times, before Genie Plus. The reason for this is simple, and it's the reason why the Genie software is pointless. The system, the software, is just too slow. It can't keep up with what's happening on the ground in real time. In our last video, we observed Goofy Sky School had a 60-minute wait. We came back 45 minutes later, and the posted wait time was 20 minutes. What happened? Well, nobody was getting in the standby queue because it was 60 minutes. And there were also minimal guests using Lightning Lane at the same time. They were able to cycle a bunch of standby guests quickly. Then a bunch of guests got in standby, and we're back to another 40-minute wait or so, while the board still reads 20 minutes. This is because they track things manually. You ever see those red cards? Did you ever get handed a red card when you're getting into a standby queue? A CM will hand you one of those red cards and then ask you to give it to a cast member when you're about to board your ride vehicle. This red card is coded with a start time and then coded again with an end time when the guest hands the card back to the cast member, thus telling Disney how long that particular guest was in the standby queue. Now, I'm not an engineer, so I couldn't say if this is the most efficient, the best way to do things. It's all subject to cast members handing them out regularly, to guests giving them back to cast members as instructed, and cast members updating the system in a timely manner. By the way, how often do they do this? Well, by my observations, not nearly enough. I've been to the parks, 1,000 times, and I can count on one hand how many times I've been handed one of those red cards. And that's just not me saying this in my anecdotal observations. I have heard from other cast members that no, they don't. They don't do it often enough or as often as they should. And that creates opportunity for wait times to be incorrect. They can't track wait times accurately on time if they're not collecting enough information, if they're not collecting that information consistently. But this is the funny part. In spite of the analog nature of this system, it still seems to work pretty well enough. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible either based on the small sample size of my observations. 8 rides total, 5 of them I would consider accurate, that is plus or minus 5 minutes from the posted wait time, and 3 rides where the wait was shorter than the posted wait time. Smuggler's Run by 10 minutes, Goofy Sky School by 10 minutes, and Space Mountain by nearly an hour. So I would even give a pass to Smuggler's Run and Goofy Sky School. 10 minutes is not a big deal. But the hour for Space Mountain, that is a thing. But I did say that we would get back to that. When we got in the queue, I observed that the line looked pretty short, shorter than it should have looked, considering the 2-hour wait. This was likely due to guests not getting into the queue for a while, either because the wait was too long to stomach, or the ride was actually closed for a bit, which turned out to be the case. Actually, I found out that both Space and Indy were closed earlier that day, and this was very likely the reason for the lengthy standby queue. Attractions going down, Lightning Lane attractions going down, are the true killers of standby. Every time an attraction breaks down, anyone with an unused Lightning Lane for that attraction gets a multi-experience pass. That's a fast pass for any attraction in the resort, any attraction that uses fast pass or Lightning Lane. So if Indiana Jones goes down and there are 100 people with Indiana Jones Lightning Lanes, then they issue 100 MEPs. And where are those MEPs going to go if Indy's closed? 50, 75, maybe even 100 of those are going to go to the next best attraction, the attraction where you can use it the most, attraction like Space Mountain. Do that and you've got yourself a situation like we saw at Space Mountain. And this is likely the reason why you see some of those super crazy standby wait times when you look at the app. Like 3 hours for Radiator Springs Racers, or incredibly, almost 3.5 hours for Incredicoaster. Personally, I wouldn't get in a queue that has a 3-hour wait for any attraction in Disneyland. But actually, that's probably just about the right time when you should at least be thinking about getting in the queue. Because a lot of guests are also doing the same thing that you're doing, avoiding it. Thus, the standby queue is getting shorter and shorter by degree. But that's a conversation for another video, I think. For now, let's conclude by saying that while it seems like a reasonable idea, a reasonable theory for Disney to artificially inflate standby wait times in order to sell Genie Plus? I don't think they do. Genie Plus does kill standby though, and the posted wait times are definitely subject to being incorrect. But it's my belief that the reason for that is simply because the system that they use to measure those wait times is inadequate. Archaic, maybe? Analog? Whatever. It's too slow. It can't keep up with what's happening on the ground in real time. Let us know, though, what you guys think. And then follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked, on Twitter at FreshBakedDisney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at FreshBakedDisney. If you like our show and want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/freshbaked. Otherwise, thanks again for watching, everybody. We love you very much. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And Fresh Baked.